Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Olivia, also known as Nail Took on a Budget. If you are new, welcome. Hit the subscribe button for endless cash stuffing Fridays, as well as every other budgeting video, and technically every other video, because I just did a vlog and now I'm doing a Q&A. But I was technically supposed to do the Q&A in my last cash stuffing, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I totally forgot about it. So we're gonna do it now. Do a nice sit down, drink some coffee, sit down with me, eat some snacks or whatever, and let's just hop into the video. So today I just have my International Delight mocha coffee. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. I didn't have the money to go to Dunkin' today because if you watched the last cash stuffing, I only have been stuffing my bills the past 2 times. So we're struggling, but it's fine. We'll deal with it. But my first question was from Budget by the Bag, and her first question was, if you were not a nail tech, what would you do as an alternative? It's a really good question actually, because when I was little, I used to have a million different ideas. When I was super little, I used to write my own books and all this crazy stuff. So I wanted to be a writer at one point, I wanted to be a vet at one point, I wanted to be a nurse at one point. But now that I'm older and I know what my likes are and what I'm interested in, I've been telling everybody if I wasn't a nail tech, I would like to be a marine biologist. And I know that sounds crazy, but the way I see it, I'm terrified of the ocean. Let me just add that. I'm terrified of sharks, I'm terrified of jellyfish, and the fact that we've only discovered about 80% of our ocean is crazy to me. So, I don't know. My fear drives me to want to be a marine biologist because I want to explore why I'm scared of these things. I know it doesn't make sense, but in my head it does. So that's my answer to that. And she also asked, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And in 5 years, I'm hoping to have my own salon open, but it depends on COVID. I was hoping to have my own salon open by this year, but COVID is screwing everything up, so that's a no from me. But yeah, I'm hoping to have my own salon open. I'm hoping to have a house by then, because if you guys know me and watch my videos and stuff, I'm saving up for a house. I'm almost at $4 grand for a down payment. I'm hoping that one day my dad will be like, hey, you can have the house, and I'll just remodel his house because his house is just as old as I am. So yeah, I'm hoping to have a house, I'm hoping to have a salon. I don't want any kids, so I'm not thinking kids are in the works for me, but you never know. You never know. Whatever the universe wants me to do, I suppose. I'm just seeing this comment because I'm using my computer because I wrote them all down, all the questions, and then I lost it, and now I'm going through all my comments on my YouTube studio or whatever, and I'm just seeing this comment from Life with Christine. New to cash envelopes, just posted my first envelope, and new to your channel. So if you're watching this, hi, I didn't mean to skip over your comment, I just didn't get a notification for it. So let me respond to her first. What made you decide to get a pet bunny? From Tammy Pike, I hope I'm saying your name right. But how it goes was, so about 3 years ago, I was asking everybody for a rabbit. My mom, my dad, my stepdad, my stepmom, my grandmother, my grandfather. I was asking everybody for a rabbit because the extent of animals I've had in my life are hamsters, and I've had about 8 to 10 of them in my lifetime, and cats, but they weren't really mine, I guess you could say. So I really wanted a rabbit, and I kept seeing them on Facebook, and I thought they were adorable. So I was like, I want a rabbit, and I pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And eventually, for Christmas, it was around Thanksgiving time, I got her from my mom's ex-boyfriend, and it changed my life, honestly, because she went from being super aggressive, where you couldn't even put your hand in her cage without her biting you, and I couldn't take her out of the cage. At first we thought she was a boy, so we kept calling him an a-hole. So, because she's very outspoken, she doesn't like being touched, she doesn't like you being in her space unless she asks you to, but way back then she was very aggressive about it. So we had to figure out how to deal with her because I didn't know anything about rabbits when I got her. So I took her out of her cage. I started learning that rabbits are more like cats and dogs than they are caged animals like ferrets and guinea pigs and hamsters and stuff like that. So I got her spayed. She became a lot less aggressive. She roams around my room at work or while I'm at work. So that changed my life, honestly, because she's helped me through stuff and I've trained her to be a lot calmer than she used to be. So me and her are best friends now. So yeah, I hope that answered your question, but I just wanted a rabbit. That's the extent of my answer. And how did I potty train her? So, oh, she's in the background if you guys can't see her. I'll grab her in a second. But I potty trained her because rabbits like to eat while they go to the bathroom. So I put her food in the front of her litter box so that while she's eating and going to the bathroom, she knows exactly where to go. And after like probably like a month or two, she realized, hey, this is where I go to the bathroom. But yeah, but before then, even before I had her in her cage and stuff, she would always go to the same corner of her cage. So she kind of potty trained herself. It was pretty easy, honestly. Let me grab her for a second. So this is Nova, if you guys don't know. She is a lion head. She is about 3 years old. I got her in November, so she's gonna be 4 in November. But she is a chunker. She's a chunker. But yeah, this is my baby. I love her. I'm gonna answer more questions with her in my arms, so give me a second. She didn't wanna be in the video. She didn't want to be in the video anymore. Sorry about that. So the next question is from Pennies to Pounds. She asked, what made you decide to do cash stuffing? Which is actually a really good question because it's not like a straight and narrow road that it took me to get to cash stuffing. It was January after COVID, so 2021. And I just went through a huge breakup. I was going through really bad times and money was just flying out the door left and right. I blew all of my money from unemployment from when I was out of work from COVID and stuff, which if anyone had unemployment, you know how much money you were getting. Because I was getting like $180 plus the $600 every week. Blew right through it. Don't know where it all went. So I was kind of like beating myself up about that. So I was scrolling through YouTube one day. I was just bored, and all of a sudden, pinkxbudgetz popped up on my suggested videos. So I was like, "What's this?" So I watched her videos, and I'm like, "This is really interesting." Like, I never thought of doing it that way. So I started doing cash envelopes and stuff like that from then on. And then I started doing sinking funds behind the scenes. And then eventually I was like, I could make YouTube videos on this. Like, I could help other people. So I decided to do it for myself. And because I needed money and because I had a lot of plans, I have to save up for retirement since I am self-employed. So I wanted to save up for money for the future without me being like, hey, I'm gonna go spend it here for no reason. So yeah, that's my answer to that. Next question is Budgets with Bessie. Her question is, what motivated you to do your channel or start your channel? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was hoping that it would be like another second income type of thing, but I realized you have to have like 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch times and stuff like that. But honestly, once I started building a lot of friendships on this channel because everyone on this channel is so supportive of other people. But we do giveaways together, we support one another, commenting underneath videos and stuff like that, and it's awesome. I love being a part of this community. So I don't know, I wanted to make money off of YouTube, but at the same time it keeps me in line with saving my money because I'm the type of person that if I don't do it every single week, I'm gonna go off track and then I'm screwed. So yeah, the next question is from, I'm gonna butcher your name, I'm sorry. It's Yvette Pritchard. I'm really, really sorry. I'm horrible at names. But she says, how much should you tip a nail person? I get my nails done here in Florida and it's $30. I do $5 to $6 for a tip. So I can't tell you how much you should tip a person, because being a service provider, it's kind of rude to tell people, oh, you should tip $10, you should tip $20, you should tip this X amount. My recommendation is you go out to a restaurant and you have 15%, 20%, 25% that you can tip people on your receipt and stuff like that. I would say anywhere between 15 to 25%. Depends on how well the service was and how happy you are with the provider and the service that you got done. I usually would say 15 to 20%, but if you really, really like the person and you're very generous, I would say 25%. But that's completely up to you. If you had a bad service, do whatever you please. But I suggest 15 to 20%. Another question from Budget by the Bag is, what are your favorite things to eat, drink, and buy for yourself? So, my favorite thing to drink, that's actually a really good question because I'm such a food person. I love my coffee. That's a number one. And number two, I like soda, specifically dark soda. Like, I like Dr. Pepper. Root beer is my all-time favorite. Dr. Pepper, root beer, Pepsi, stuff like that. I love that stuff. But if I don't do soda, I don't do coffee, I really like the raspberry iced teas, which there's Lipton, I think. Purely, one of those. But yeah, I like my raspberry iced tea. To eat, I'm a huge pasta person, even though I'm only 2% Italian, which is really funny. I'm actually Irish, Indian, Italian. I'm a mixture of everything, but I love my pasta, I love bread. Chocolate is a huge go-to for me, but I love red Doritos, Pop-Tarts. I love food in general. And favorite thing to buy for yourself? If you know, you know. Okay, so apparently that's all the questions I had. So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have more questions, comment them down below and I'll try to answer them as honest and as short as I can. But I will hopefully do another Q&A within a couple months once I hit 1,000, depending on how long that takes. But I will see you guys for my cash stuffing. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my face and talking and answering questions. So I'll see you guys next week and have a good rest of your week. Bye guys.